Hello, welcome back to episode 26 of Controversial Conversation, the podcast.
Great name,
Uh,
controversial fuck.
Good job, man. Proud of you.
yeah, we should probably start off by saying this time you should probably like and subscribe if you already haven't. Subscribe if you already haven't. We put
Yeah.
out a video every week.
Subscribe to our channel. Make sure to share with your friends. I'm
Yeah,
sure they'll also enjoy it.
it's the first time we've actually put that in.
All that stuff.
So, yeah,
I mean, we put it in. We just put it in at like the very end. So
nobody watches that
it's
long.
not like anyone goes to the very end anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. It's like begging for likes. I don't see the point in it.
No, that's kind of the only way you grow, at least on YouTube.
And if it helps, it helps. Yeah. Anyway, like, subscribe, share, etc., etc. So I wanted to start off by
Actually,
so
hold
basically
on,
what
hold on,
happened
hold on.
was yeah.
Do you want to talk about the rebranding thing?
Sure.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, so we might not be controversial conversations, the podcast.
It's conversation. We might not be controversial
The
conversation.
conversation.
What the hell is conversation?
Same thing.
See, that could be one of the reasons why we
Same
have
thing.
to rebrand.
Oh god.
Anyway,
Yeah,
so
but we are
we
not going to
pretty
be
much
controversial
thought
conversation anymore.
we want to be controversial, but don't want the name to be controversial conversation for some reason because I think it's too long, and Shreyas just randomly recommended to change it as well.
And
So
CC just wasn't working for us, so I guess it's gonna be different from here on onwards. We've not fully decided on a name yet, but I think we'll get there soon enough. And by the time
actually, if you're watching, just leave a comment of a good name. Probably won't get any, but it'll be nice
Comment
if you did.
or leave a suggestion in that little anonymous thing we did.
No, the way, hold on,
never
that doesn't
use.
work. That doesn't work. The link is
Oh, it
broken.
doesn't work.
Yeah, the
Oh,
link is
wow.
broken. So just leave it in the comments.
So how are anonymous things supposed to come in anyway?
They aren't. I tried looking at them today and I just realized it doesn't work.
Okay, cool. Anyway, besides the point, but still, I think by the time this video is out, we would have decided on a name anyway. So irrelevant. Your suggestion is irrelevant, much
Maybe.
like your existence, but debatable. Let's continue with the rest.
We're trying to get more people to watch our podcast, man.
I wasn't referring to anyone in particular, so
It's not. Yeah, I know, but like, telling the audience that your existence is meaningless is not the best way to get viewers.
begging for likes.
But anyway,
Yeah.
same like it gets if it gets views, it gets views, man. But anyway, so yeah, we'll be changing our name soon, sometime. I don't know
Yeah.
when.
Anyway, can I start us
And
off? Can I start us
yeah,
off? Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys about an interesting concept. Time travel. Do you guys think it'll ever be possible? Do you think it is
so
possible already?
so like something somewhat related to it. So last month it was my birthday, right? And one of my friends gifted me this game called 5D chess with multiverse time travel or something like that.
Holy shit! What?
Good
What?
fucking
So,
game. Huh?
so it is literally chess,
I
except
bend the laws of
like
physics.
so you start off in yeah, exactly, you break the laws of physics. So you start off in one
Yes.
timeline and you keep playing, and then you can send your pieces back in time. But then every time you send a piece back in time, it creates a whole new timeline. So you have like a completely different chessboard.
So can you actually finish a game?
And then you can just yeah, so the only way to win a game is to get a checkmate in one timeline.
So that's enough. You don't have to get.
Because
checkmate
obviously
in
if you
other
get a checkmate,
timelines.
yeah, but it's not easy because the thing is you can move any piece back in time. That includes your king. You can like there's like a whole bunch of like tactics and shit. So
Right, but isn't there a
there's
possibility
one
that there's two simultaneous checkmates, like your opponent checkmates you as well as you checkmate your opponent?
and whoever checkmates first, I guess.
That's a pretty
Because
popular game. It came out in 2020. It's pretty new. I thought it was
and
like
like
some antique
so there's like a
novelty game.
there's like a whole bunch of shit you can do in it. It's like you can have multiple timelines. You can get all the queens from multiple timelines and just move them to one timeline. So you have like an
An
army of
army of
queens.
queens, nice.
What the hell?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound right.
How often have you played it after you got it? Have you even played it?
And it hurt my brain a lot,
you
so I
gave
didn't
up.
play much.
Wait, so what is the 5D
after
part of
that.
it? How does it even look?
It's
I think
a
5D is just
hologram.
like, yeah, it's like the clickbait kind of thing.
Okay, so it's not really 5D.
Yeah, it's just
We
3D.
can't visualize.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the
dimensions.
5D is the multiversal part of it.
Maybe
But,
just
you know,
5 dimensions.
What
I
do
guess I
you
don't know.
expect? What do
Yeah,
you
I don't know
expect?
physics enough to understand the fifth dimension. So
Like
I don't think anybody does.
legitimately, what do you guys expect? They would give you a chessboard that could break current laws of physics and just show you 5D as well as show us multiple
Break.
universes.
I mean, there's
Break
visualizations of this
reality.
thing called the Tesseract, which apparently shows you what another dimension would look like.
No,
You could have chess shaped in some weird way. I don't know.
right, but the Tesseract is still only for fourth dimension, right? Like you would not be able to perceive the fifth
Yeah.
dimension no matter.
Yeah, I don't know.
what.
I'm not a physicist. I don't know.
And it's
How you
hard for me to
implement it.
perceive a fourth dimension, let alone a fifth.
It's not
funny,
hard. It's
funny.
impossible.
No, it's funny because I remember someone told me recently you can always represent a higher dimension on a consecutive lower dimension graphically. Like the same way you can draw a 3D cube on a 2D
On a
surface,
piece of paper, yeah.
right?
So we need a 3D surface.
to show us what a tesseract would look like, but we cannot perceive what a 5D object would look like, not on this planet or any planet for that matter. I think this universe is bound by that.
But Shreyas has 5D chess, so that's settled now.
Yeah, irrelevant. All those stuff is.
No, I
is
mean,
irrelevant.
so that's the thing. That's the thing about time travel, though. So
It happens with chess.
whenever no, yeah, but it happens with chess. But whenever you talk about time travel, like multiverses and shit, like almost always come into play. So there you have like multiple ways of time traveling, or in fiction at least.
It's. I
So
think it's
one
about
is
how
obviously you
believable.
just
Look, here's the thing I thought of. So
yeah.
there's really no way. Look, if time travel did exist in the future somehow, we would obviously know. Someone would have like chosen our timeline to time travel into. Surely. Have you seen
Yeah.
these fake? There's a whole channel dedicated to time traveler caught in 2020. He tells a story. There's this dude they put a bag on his head so they don't reveal his identity, and then he's just sitting there saying, "In my world, everything is screwed up. I've been in a war between the time some because he time travel. Apparently, there's this whole galactic association or some shit chasing him and shit."
Fucking Ben 10.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. And then it's so it's so evidently fake. He's just a normal dude.
But how do you know it's fake though?
We don't know if it's fake, but Bag Dude is definitely not.
No, he has no evidence.
likely
That's
not,
why I know it's fake. He claims, "Oh, I have this photo of my world," and it's just like a fucking animated, I don't know, some flying cars and shit, which you could probably find in any sci-fi movie, and that's his evidence.
There's this one picture from some gate. I mean bridge opening in the 50s or 60s, where there's a guy standing apparently with a DSLR and modern
Oh
cars
yeah,
and
yeah, I've
stuff.
seen that.
Those, I mean, I think those are edited.
No.
But see, here's the thing though.
It's legitimate. The thing is that's legitimate because it's not been tampered with. But I think it's been proven over and over that the guy is apparently just wearing time period matching clothes. It's just that there's something around his neck that seems to look like a DSLR, and thus the whole thing's shifted.
There's a lot of those though. There's people. I saw this one photo of a guy with a what do they call flip phone, back in the days when there weren't mobile phones at all.
Yeah. No,
There's a lot of
Yeah,
those.
but I think
Charlie
those are
Chaplin movie,
edited.
right?
Sorry,
It was in a Charlie Chaplin movie, the flip phone thing.
I think so. I think it
Yeah.
was black and white. I remember that.
Yeah. The guy is walking down, like one of the extras is walking down the street with what looks
Uh,
like a flip
that's how
phone.
it was on the street. Yeah, it was on the street.
Yeah.
Probably the same.
It's pretty interesting. I think we can add some of that stuff here while we're editing. So
I
make it
mean,
pretty
you're the one
clear.
editing.
So,
Sure.
so
Actually,
like
it's not
we,
that,
like
guys,
you
guys, guys,
said,
guys. Just an important clarification. For a while now, I think for the past 2 episodes or so, I have not been the one editing. So due credit goes to our editor. I'm going to call him
You're gonna
Mackenzie.
call it?
Mackenzie. I'm gonna call him Mackenzie.
Okay.
Our due credit goes to our editor Mackenzie, who will now add this stuff for us. If he's comfortable revealing his identity online, I will be sure to let you guys know by next episode.
That's fancy.
all right, good job, Mackenzie.
Yeah, good job, man.
No, but so Rahul, you said like that it would have been obvious if a time traveler came to our timeline.
Hmm.
But like, do you? They might have come, but like, for example, let's say some random up guy walks up to you and says that they're a time traveler from a different timeline. Would you believe them? Would you think they're insane?
No, imagine you're in his place. Would you not bring anything from the future to say, okay, look, I am a time traveler? Or at least
No, that's
something that's
true.
believable. Surely there's one thing in your timeline that is believable, and you'd have evidence of.
Fair enough.
And that's true. But then again, you can have like, I mean, you don't know the rules of time travel, right? So, what if they figured what if they can't bring anything or something like that?
Yeah, that's why I said a story or something that's. Look, all you have to do is predict something. You could just go like one day into. Okay, let's say they're coming into today or today. They could just
No,
tell
so
us what
that's the
happens
thing.
tomorrow.
That's the
That
thing.
is
You've
true.
heard of the butterfly effect, right?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with this?
No, so butterfly effect can go like with the timeline as well. So if a guy comes back in time and says that, let's say a plane will crash into a building tomorrow,
So you're saying
and
it
he
won't
says
crash
that,
because he's still there.
yeah, I'm saying that could be a possibility
But I mean,
That is true.
because because it is a butterfly effect. Even the smallest change could cause massive changes down the line.
Hmm.
So
That's true. That's
that's why
valid.
time travel is just so interesting.
I mean, you've seen Rick and Morty play with the concept. Like he specifically says,
Yeah.
"Don't mess with time," and like Rick messes with everything, but he's very cautious when it comes to messing with time because it changes everything. Apparently,
Yeah.
I think Stephen Hawking also said that. I think he said it wasn't possible for. He said it's only possible for quantum particles, something like that, if you remember.
I mean, with the current laws of physics, I mean, not current laws, with the laws of physics, or with our current understanding of physics, rather, it's fair to say that we probably cannot go back in time. It's We can, however, slow down and like think of it as sort of cloth, right? We can stretch it, you can squeeze it, but you can't really go back in time, right? So this stuff about people coming from the future, it's irrelevant, I think, because it doesn't make sense. But you could kind of warp that person's perception of time and make his time last shorter than ours. So for us, he would be in the future, right? But he cannot come back from a point in the future. So this stuff about bringing souvenirs and memorabilia from the future to prove stuff to us,
Wouldn't work, you're saying.
yeah, wouldn't work because that person can literally just experience time differently to us, right? This is the most plausible idea and the only idea of time travel that we have right now, or even something related to it. We have no idea how to stretch and warp time as such. We can move through. It's like you could consider time as another dimension, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The
you
fourth
could,
dimension.
yeah, so the same way that you can move through if you can move in the real world, right, it's moving through your positions in the real world, right, moving
Yeah.
through the third dimension, right? So this they assume that time is a fourth dimension that you can move through, but you cannot move backwards in. You can move forward at different paces, but you cannot move backwards in that, right? So by that definition, we cannot have a time traveler. Meaning, we cannot have a Rick and Morty style thing where one man, a scientist, can go forward in time and backward in time and stop at different points in time. No, but we can, however, have a certain set of people who experience time differently to us, and thus when we do have a rendezvous at some point, we would be at different moments in time. We would be from different moments in time, rather. So that's pretty
No, but-
interesting to think about.
And that is true, but then I'm assuming that, like, I think that assumes that there's only one timeline, right? Something like that. So,
But,
I mean, it could be possible that, maybe somebody from a different universe just decided to hop into ours. So, like, maybe for him it is, like you said, experience time differently. Maybe for him it is 2125, and for us it's 1945, something like that.
I mean, the one timeline thing doesn't make sense. You go to the grandfather paradox and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
One timeline thing wouldn't make
that
sense.
doesn't even.
I
Yeah,
think
that
that's
doesn't
why.
even make sense.
I think that's what it's supposed to explain, like the grandfather paradox and all the whole timeline
Yeah,
stretching
yeah.
thing. That is physically, that is literally impossible for you to go back and kill your grandfather. That kind of thing.
see,
Anyway,
But anyway, I think the most important
Okay.
question is, so there are multiple universes, right? And obviously there'll be a
there?
universe with different versions.
multiple
Let's say there
universes.
are. Let's say there are.
Okay.
And there's different versions of you. So would you fuck your female self?
Why though?
Yeah,
Why?
sure. Because Rahul, let's be honest here, we're not
I
getting
mean-
much action otherwise. That's why.
Are you not?
And like Rahul, come on, it's yourself.
So
It
I
is
tell
literally
everyone.
yourself with the female.
See, it doesn't mean you have to
Like,
look good
I
as a
know you
female.
love
No one-
yourself the most.
Yeah, no matter how much you love yourself, you don't have to love yourself looking like a female. I mean, easy
Yeah, but
answer.
like,
Just put on the
come on.
Snapchat filter and see what you think.
I mean, see, I would 100%. Yeah, I've put on that Snapchat filter. I think I look fantastic.
Shreyas, this is
The question
saying
is, what
more
about you
yourself than us, right?
I mean, I'm just saying I look hot as a girl.
Does
With
that
the
make
Snapchat
you
filter.
not
that
straight?
mean,
though?
yeah, no. The question here is, it's much more simple, right? So he thinks he'd look hot, but then
Yeah.
would you like to have sex with everyone who you think is hot?
No, I would like to have sex with
Mm,
myself.
No, hold
Because
on,
I
hold
know-
on. So, no, Shreyas,
As
let's
in
say
my
you
female
knew
self.
someone was
Yeah.
you knew someone was actually a guy who converted to a female, and let's say you thought she was attractive, but then found out she was actually a guy before. Would you still bang?
And depends on what you mean by guy.
It's,
Friend,
it's, the,
fans of
it's the
Family
same thing.
Guy
It's the
will-
exact same thing. You know it's basically you as a female, and yet you're saying you're gonna bang. Would you do the same? In my scenario,
And actually, I mean, if they have all the necessary parts, then yes.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my
Shreyas,
God.
Are you this desperate?
he's down
Okay,
bad.
that looks
Down
okay.
bad.
That sounds
sounds-
really bad.
He's
That
down in the
sounds-
trenches,
Yeah, that's phenomenally
But
bad.
I mean, like,
down
like
drastically.
it's
Well, that's some
It
Mariana
is-
Trench right there.
You could not be further down, Shreyas.
but okay. So, but that's not what's important.
There is
okay,
no
so we're
but.
talking
This is
about
it.
a
That's pretty
female
damn important
version of
to us.
yourself.
You realize
Okay,
we
female
are on
version is-
camera
there
while
was-
saying this, right?
Yeah, he's
There was
screwed up, he's screwed up.
never like, if you're talking about a female version of yourself, there was never she was never a guy in her universe. Okay. So basically it'll be like the perfect match, right? It's literally yourself. Like, you know yourself.
So why do you want another one of yourself?
Yeah.
Except with gender swap.
You have everything that they do.
I'm just saying I'd have sex with them. So-
The mole on my lower back does not make me think I'm more attractive. I'm not gonna look for that in my partner either.
You're just down bad, man. You're just down bad. I hate to say it.
That's pretty bad, bro.
And
I
you
think
asked
you
the
guys
question-
would have sex with your
Well,
female selves.
you asked-
I
I would
think
not,
you
I would
guys
not.
would have
See,
sex
see,
with
see.
your female selves.
Okay. Would we or would we not is a different question. The fact that you admitted it is what the internet counts as down bad. Right? So
Like,
it's
if
possible.
if I I can simp for myself. If I can simp for myself, that just means I have
Yeah,
an
but it
incredible
isn't
amount of
you. It isn't
self-confidence.
you. It's another version
Can
of you
you
that's.
can you really simp for others if you can't simp for yourself?
Yes.
Think about it.
See.
You're a simp, yes.
If you simp for
You need to
yourself,
love yourself first.
yeah, if you simp for yourself, you have a great amount of self confidence, yes. But it also means you are a simp. So where's that leading you?
That's a good point.
You're down bad either way.
Okay. Anyway, let's move on. All right. So you guys would fuck your female selves. Okay.
No.
Actually, so like, there will be like leave female selves. There'll be like other selves of you all around the
Oh, so
universe.
now you want the male
So
version as well?
you
Is
want
this
you
not
I'm
want
not talking about
worse?
fucking. I'm not talking about fucking.
you want to get into
I'm
bestiality with the
just
horse version
saying
of
like
yourself.
there's, there are different universes. There will be there can be massive differences, right?
Oh, massive.
In people.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Jesus Christ, bro, this guy's. It's we're
He
hitting
thought of it all. He
levels.
thought of it all.
We're hitting levels that I'm not even sure are possible here.
No, so like,
Okay, so what were you
let's
saying, man? Finish the sentence.
let's leave the fucking. Like, what would you do if you met? Like, how would you feel if you met all of the different alternate versions of yourself?
First of all, if there's
You cannot
infinite
meet all of them.
universes,
If they were all, yeah, exactly.
Do you think you would get along with them
he just
or like
ignored my
fight to the
question.
death?
He just ignored the.
I don't know what to ask.
It depends on the version. It depends. What if it's just like some Nazi version of you?
That'd be pretty cool,
I
man.
would,
You'd obviously get along with him.
I mean, sure, but then you'd love to ask.
just because they put out a video saying stop canceling people doesn't mean they won't cancel us, man.
I don't care, man.
I mean, sure.
We're all big enough to be cancelled. Yet, maybe cancelling
Joji,
is
we're
what will make us
uncancelable.
big. Maybe you need to be cancelled to grow.
Oh,
If
hear
anyone's
me out.
watching,
You need to be cancelled to not
please
exist.
cancel us.
Hmm.
But anyway,
What
yeah.
were we
So
talking about again?
time travel. Time travel.
The Nazi version of
Alternate
yourself.
versions of yourself.
Yeah. Nazi version of yourself
Yeah.
doesn't sound half bad. You could ask yourself what made you get there, and that would let you sympathize with a lot of other Nazis. I'm not saying it's necessarily a good thing, but I'm saying it will let you sympathize with other Nazis.
You could also like try to convert your Nazi self to like the non-Nazi self.
Or
Yeah, I think I made
Nazi
the
self
only.
would,
I crossed the limit for Nazi jokes. I'll just leave it at that.
And,
More.
like there could be a universe where the Nazis are the good guys.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe that's true.
and the US is the one who did the Holocaust. So maybe that's the Nazi version of me. Never know.
Okay, Shreyas. What's next?
Yes, are these actually your fantasies? Like, do you sleep at night wondering what could have happened if Hitler was the good guy?
No, I'm just saying.
It is
Okay,
interesting.
you guys brought up the
It
Nazi
is
thing.
interesting, though. It
Okay,
is very interesting.
just
Also, still a good diversion from what you said.
No. I'm bound to agree.
I am
with you.
100%. I am 100% sure that you guys would fuck your female selves.
Okay, calm down. Let's get over that. We're past it.
Okay. So there was a question I saw on Ask Reddit a while back. So it's called like the question was, what was the incident at your school?
The incident.
So yeah,
Okay.
the incident basically like what is the most
No, we get
scandalous
it.
or weirdest things? Yeah. So, I mean, you
Scandalous.
guys get it, but the audience might not get it.
Because the
you're
audience
calling
is
our audience
just
dumb?
deranged.
Audience has a below average IQ.
Psychopaths. But yeah,
Yeah, but
so
go on,
the
though. Do
incident.
you have an incident in mind?
So like I've already talked about the piss bottle thing in a couple of episodes back. There's one more which is actually like kind of sad. So what happened was in second grade, and the kid was in second grade. So in second grade there were a couple of kids who were playing. Then one of them like fell through a broken window and
Wait.
got really injured.
Did they fall through
Yeah, what?
a normal window and break
No.
it, or did they fall through a broken window?
No, so yeah, I forgot to explain. So our doors have like these small window kind of things on them. So he didn't
Okay.
fall off the balcony or anything. He just like that thing was broken and he like fell through that.
Okay, my bad. Go on.
So he obviously got like cut up really bad and all. So he went to the hospital and the doctors accidentally overdosed him on anesthesia and he died.
What?
Oh my god. Yeah,
Yeah,
when you said sad, I thought it was like something tragic with
yeah.
a female or something. Fuck.
No, no, that is just like that's just funny in that case.
Why do you just bring that up on us though?
But
Like,
no,
what are we supposed to
so
say to that?
they were all no. I just want to like, and obviously, not as sad as this. There's also apparently a bunch of people in my school are now shooting up heroin in the bathrooms, which is actually more funny than sad. But I want to know, like, if you guys have any similar stories in your schools, like piss bottle, for example.
Yeah, my school seems like nothing now. Fucking. Why did you go to that story out of all the stories? What I'm curious about. You don't have any
I,
funny
I,
story?
That was just
Anything that we could laugh
those
about
are
or
the,
joke about?
I told you beforehand it was sad. Okay.
Yeah, you said
Before
it's
the
sad.
recording.
That's what I'm saying. I thought maybe some guy got cheated on
See, that's on
and he
you.
got caught.
See, that's on you, man.
Just
I said sad. That's
straight
on you.
up anesthesia and died, bro. What?
But there was like huge protests and shit.
Yeah, you'd assume so.
I don't know what happened after that. Yeah, there was
Wait,
like
was this
huge
recent?
protests
Was
for
it
like
recent?
weeks and shit. Oh, long time back when I was like ninth grade or something.
You know, speaking of, did you guys see that video of the woman getting stabbed?
What? Oh,
Did you not see that?
Oh,
I
the
saw the
one,
video,
oh, the one.
but I
in-
did not
stabbing
see the
his
video
wife
because I
and
didn't want to. It's pretty disturbing.
No, the sad thing is they haven't even censored it. Just like straight up, there's
I
they've
don't
they've
wanna
shared
watch
photos of a corpse lying on the road and shit. It's disgusting.
I
Ah,
understand the
jeez.
issues, but I'm not gonna watch that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it either.
It's strange because after he stabbed, see, the only excuse that some people over there would have got is okay, they're scared of getting stabbed themselves. They don't have a defense for themselves. But it's still weird to record it. At least call the cops or an ambulance at the least.
Were they like the video, like the little bit of footage I saw seemed like it was from a security camera or something.
It was.
Yeah. So
And
were there people
looking
recording?
about- yeah, people were recording, of course. What do you think?
That's
most
fucked
of them-
up, man.
People record everything. People record everything that goes on.
Apparently, that
And
was
what's
the only thing they were doing. That's
If
all.
you're
yeah, exactly.
like, if you're ballsy enough to record, you should be ballsy enough to go try and help.
Look, fine. He's a psychopath. He was stabbing her multiple times. So after he killed her, he was repeated. By the way, he was shouting, This is my wife. Don't interfere," while he was stabbing her. All right, and then he gets done with it. And he just goes sits down and apparently takes a break, like he's resting on the side. He's just chilling there, and still nobody does anything.
Just straight up decided to like come back to it later.
I don't know. I don't know. I think he's just done and he's chilling on the side. He wasn't scared or just trying to flee the scene. He's just chilling. Nobody did anything.
What?
I mean, I guess he figured if
up.
nobody is coming in then why would
I know
anyone
it.
come now?
Oh, I keep saying it, man. The country is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, it's a
mess.
mess.
It is,
That's
it
crazy.
really is.
No, I saw this. I saw the post and I was like, okay, this shit like this happens all the time in India. And then I saw them sharing the actual video. At least censor the person's face. I mean,
Yeah,
not the.
exactly.
At least censor the victim's face. Like the family. Think of something.
Exactly.
Like that's the other thing on the.
So like I see a lot of stuff online about trigger warnings. So I see like you guys know what trigger warnings are, right?
Yeah.
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 them to
So I see a lot of like discourse about trigger warnings of like very mundane shit. Like
I know,
for
there's a lot
example,
of
some
dumb
people put
shit.
trigger warnings.
Yeah. Pardon?
Some people put trigger warnings on food and shit like that because apparently it might trigger people with eating disorders.
No. What?
Such bullshit. How do you not see
Yeah.
food in your daily life?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If you're getting triggered by seeing an image of food, then you need to go to the doctor because that shit is serious.
Oh fuck! French fries on my explore page. Fuck.
Oh boy. Time,
Sorry,
time to spontaneously combust.
Uh, yeah, and then
But then then there's shit like this which needs a trigger warning. I don't think there was a trigger warning in that post either.
no, there wasn't. There wasn't.
Straight up
It was just
video.
the description of
Yeah,
what
just straight up
happened,
video.
and then the video, and then the picture. The picture was so unnecessary. It's just a mangled corpse. At least the video, maybe people had to see the guy's face or something. There's just a photo of the
Nah,
woman's
nah,
body.
there's just no
Like
justification for that. It's just
like a lot of people, like I know like a lot of people who post the video, they've put a trigger warning violence or whatever.
I mean, Instagram has a
Then
sensitive content disclaimer anyway.
yeah, it has that it has that also, but was it activated for this? I don't think it was.
It was. It was. I saw the stories.
regardless, Instagram should have. I mean, you can't just post violence and gore on there, man. Nobody's on Instagram for that shit. I mean,
There's extremely
this
like
is
violent shit on
downright
Instagram. There's so much shit.
explicit stuff, right?
Instagram is weird, man.
No, I mean,
Yeah, and then a guy posts a shirtless picture and he's automatically blocked, or banned.
Are we talking about you, Rahul?
Some like you post a meme,
Yeah.
or
Post
like
a
you
meme.
post a meme and then you
Suddenly
get
there's like 5 FIRs and you're in Guantanamo Bay doing time.
This is a real story, by the way, guys. This
but
actually
then if
happened to Rahul.
yeah, this actually happened to Rahul.
Yeah.
He's releasing an autobiography soon. My time in Guantanamo Bay.
That's already a movie, you know that, right? Haven't to watch.
Yeah.
What a movie, man.
Oh,
You remember that? What's the guy's name?
Vulgar.
There's this dude who tries to force them to give him a blowjob. I forgot his name.
Yeah, and then
Blowjob Pete or
they
something.
eat the burritos. I mean,
Ah.
is it also foot long with the. Oh man, that's just
Yeah, let's not go there. Let's leave that for another episode or something.
with the man juices. Fuck.
Yeah, I think.
But yeah, you post a meme, you get banned, but then you post literal
Woman getting
murder and nothing
stabbed.
happens.
And it's for awareness, apparently.
Nah, I mean, there needs to be a final call on that stuff, man. And you can't just post violence, gore, and whatever you feel like on Instagram, and then share it with the world, and then say, "Oh man, look at the nonsense that's happening here." What you're doing is okay. It's not even nearly as bad, but still, it's not helping the cause, right? It's just contributing more to the issues here.
A description of the event is like more than enough, and that's what these guys posted a description of the event and then went ahead and posted a video and a picture.
No, this is more of like spending more effort on the description and the portrayal of the video rather than the issue itself. They're more like, oh, how do we make this issue look bad rather than how do we solve this issue? Right? It's pretty
And
messed
it's
up.
not like it's not like you need much editing to make it look bad. I mean,
It's so
literally
sad.
women getting
Apparently,
stabbed.
it was her second marriage, and this guy called Harish, he wasn't happy that she's working in the hospital during COVID, and he asked him to quit her job, and she said no, so she's dead now.
Novel reasons, man. What on earth? She was working
No,
for
man.
He decided to kill her to end his pain. He thought she
What
was having an
pain?
affair. He thought she was having an affair. So, stabbed her to
Affair
death.
with COVID. Fucking hell.
It's a weird country, man.
Alright, guys, I think we're well past our
Yeah.
time.
We're talking about- I don't know.
Ending it at a very high note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On a moral high ground, though, so.
It went from something
Yeah.
happy to morbid. I blame you,
I think,
Shreyas.
like,
You changed the tone of it.
You did this. This on you.
Look, you were the one. I told you already it was sad. I warned
Alright,
you.
alright.
You were the one who was like, no, I thought it was a relationship.
Guys, let's argue off camera. We need to sign off for the fans.
Look,
Okay. Guys,
let's focus on shooting up the heroine.
Okay.
ignore him. Anyway, episode 26 is done. Leave a like, subscribe, share with your friends. It's a pretty decent podcast.
And catch us next week as we tear apart world issues at our fingertips and discuss how Shreyas is down bad. Even
Shoot up some heroine.
Yeah, okay, let's.
Anyway, see you.
Look, I'm telling you guys will fucking.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next week.